Hiya, darlings! This is Hololive English Advent's Devilish Diva, the one and only Narissa Ravencroft. Hi. Hi. How are we doing today, jailbirds? I regret to inform you guys. Not only am I, per usual, God's sleepiest soldier, but thankfully, because I had the weekend off, it was actually a little depressing. I was looking forward to having fun, but I ended up getting sick instead. So I've been relaxing, and I'm mostly coming out of it now, so it's not the worst. It's not the worst. I'm feeling a bit better, but I'm still recovering. So thank you guys for waiting for me. I'm sorry I missed you all over the weekend. I missed you guys. I hope you missed me too. Did you? But yeah, it's a little unfortunate. But that's okay. My nose is a little stuffy. I'm not sleeping terribly well. Because of that, and you guys know I already don't sleep very well. I took a Benadryl last night to help, and it did. I actually slept pretty good last night, all things considered, so that was nice. You're making me yawn? Oh, that just means that you feel sympathy or empathy. You feel empathy towards me. You like me. So when I yawn, you feel it too, and then you have to yawn. That's how it works. That's why when you guys type yawn in chat, I yawn, because I think you guys are yawning. There's not really a plan for today. Since I wasn't feeling super well, I really wanted to do something easy. Well, I'm still getting better, but I missed you guys, so I didn't want to take more days off. Guys, stop! Yeah, I didn't want to take more days off because I missed you guys. So we have today, and then tomorrow we have a members stream where I'm going to be doing some stuff with the members. I think I might order my McDonald's and eat it on the members stream while doing other things. I'm not sure. I really want McDonald's. It's because I'm sick. You know when you get sick and like you should be eating something good. Like this morning I ate eggs with toast, and then my dad had this pasta dish, and so I heated that up because he was like, "Do you want this?" And I was like, "Yeah." So I had that today. And then I had some candy, but I really want... Oh, I also had a piece of pie. There was pie in the fridge since it's the holiday season, so I had the last piece of a French silk pie because it's my favorite. Candy while you're sick, yeah. Yeah. I'm naughty girl. Eating candy while I'm sick. Isn't that just awful? What pie? French silk. French silk pie. It's my favorite. What kind of candy? I have some chocolate. I think you guys know this, maybe. Chocolate is like my favorite. I really like matcha, and I really like chocolate. And I really like grape. So like, for example, if we're talking candy, I really like gummy candy, so like sour gummy worms, but like the berry mix. So all the ones that are like blues and purples and like deep reds. Those are my favorites. I really like sour candy, but you needed some sweets because you're sweet. Thank you. Am I quite sweet? I'm happy. But I bought some Ferrero Rocher. So I had, admittedly, I had one because that's all I could stomach right now. But I really wanted one because I bought them and they've been sitting there tempting me on my desk. I also got a lot of drinks. I got some, do you guys ever get like the aloe drinks? You can get aloe drinks. Aloe. It was like aloe and pomegranate. And I have a ton of green tea. So I need to, can't say I have, you have to try it. It's one of my favorites. It's so good. It's really, really good. I'd highly recommend it if you haven't given it a try before. But yeah, I have some Calpico too, but I haven't been drinking it. I was mostly drinking the aloe. Yeah. Yeah, they're so refreshing. I don't know. I know some people don't like pulp, but I really like pulp and drinks. I also got in the mail today something special. I don't know if I told you guys. I ordered some Baldur's Gate candles. A set with all the extra, not the origin characters, but all the other companions who aren't origin characters. So like Minsk, Jaheira, Halsin, and Minthara, and they came. So I'm burning the one I dislike the most, which is the Halsin set. So that's what my room smells like. It smells like moss and some sort of manly smelling thing. Do you hate bears? No, I think bears are quite cute. I really like Smokey the bear. Only you can prevent forest fires. Yeah. Yo, it's a musky candle indeed. So I'm like in my room and I'm like, I'm in the forest. I'm running through the trees as I'm like laying in bed delusional about where I am. Yeah, so moss is very earthy. They got rid of Smokey the bear? Who? What? Lodong, thank you for the pinky. Thank you for the soup funds. I'll get well soon, don't worry. Why would they do that? I don't know. I don't keep up with stuff. I'm sorry. He's retired. They replaced him. That's so sad. I'll miss you, Smokey the bear. I hope you have fun on your long-term retirement. Yeah, so... thank you guys for all the get well soon wishes. I appreciate it. I've been in the chat. Oh, did you guys watch my new cover? I covered SOS from Shinimas. Kyle Paul, thank you for the pinky. Some clip stealing all those weirdos talking about you laying eggs. If you did lay eggs, what color would they be? They'd be blue. I don't know. What do raven eggs look like? I've not actually seen a raven egg. But probably whatever that looks like. But yeah, it's so weird of people to push their weird egg fetish on me. Thank you for the pinky again. My boob's itchy. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, I'm living. I'm glad that my cover came out. I was happy to be able to sing SOS. Oh, do you guys like my blanket? I drew it myself. I was cold, and so I wanted to be covered, and I realized I didn't have enough time to get an asset made. So I took it into my own hands, obviously inspired by the one by Adrian from the thumbnail, so thank you very much for the inspiration. Yeah. Sorry, I know that's yeah. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty rough, jailbirds. You drew that? It looks really good. Does it really? I know what I basically just did a flat color and then I colored on it with the things and then I added a stroke. And then it, it had an outline perfectly. And I just did 2 layers so I could do them over each other. I was really glad though. I actually had a stroke of luck today, Jailbirds. I was like really not forward. I was supposed to have a voice lesson today, but obviously I'm not feeling well, so I was like, ugh. But you know, like with stuff like that you schedule, usually like you can't really cancel. You can't really just like cancel it, you know? So I was really anxious to come in and be like ill-prepared and be like not able to like do my best. But yeah, my teacher, she DM'd me and she's like, I'm sorry, I have to reschedule. There's an emergency. And I was like, don't worry, that's perfect. That's perfect, actually. I mean, everything's okay. Like, it's nothing like serious. It's not like a serious emergency, but we're just moving it to later this week. But I was like, oh, thank goodness. Saved by my teacher. She's so kind. It's like she knew I wasn't feeling well or something. Yeah, nice free excuse, right? Oh no! Exactly, internally. Hell yeah! Me indeed. My teacher and me only talk when we do our lessons. Because, you know, I pay her. She's not my friend, and it's not like I'm going to like a school. Like, she's like my teacher. I mean, I think we're friends. But she maybe doesn't think that we're friends. She's very, very nice, by the way. I literally adore her. She's amazing. But yeah, so she, but she's, you know, she's my teacher, and we've only had, I think, 8 lessons together now. So we've been bonding, but we've only spent 8 hours of time together, which isn't even like a full Baldur's Gate stream that I was doing, you know? So, I don't remember what I was trying to say, actually. I got too off topic. Too off topic. Yeah, but we're not we have a professional relationship of good understanding and appreciation of each other. She appreciates me because she says I'm a very good learner and she thinks I'm really cool, and I appreciate her because I equally think she's very cool, which is why I wanted her to teach me how to sing. Is she single? No! Stop! You can't have my voice teacher. If I can't have her, no one can. Here's some extra. Thank you for the super. Thank you very much, Sven. Thank you for your first super on a live stream. Thank you for your first time, even though I'm sick. I hope it didn't ruin the experience for you. Sorry. Sorry. Anyways, yeah. Is the blanket single? Yeah, I mean, it's currently wrapped around me, but it could be wrapped around you too. Come on, you can come underneath. Join me, jailbirds. Come under the blanket with me. Are you having a fever? I think I had a fever yesterday. I was feeling really, really bad. Like, really bad, but I think today it's kind of, because I slept decently, I think it's evened out, so feeling much better. Still a little under the weather though, so please be patient with me the next few days. But yeah. Sorry, I don't necessarily have a lot to talk about. You already know I went to see the Nutcracker with my sister. And now you guys know that I have a karaoke coming up with my sister this Sunday. Are you guys looking forward to that? Please say yes. We're going to be having a battle of the sisters where we will be singing karaoke of different Christmas songs, and you guys will have to pick your favorite, but jokingly, don't actually. It's like all in good fun. David, thank you for the super. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited. Anirisa, my love. Yeah, you guys are getting some more. Did I tell you guys? I had a conversation with my father. Recently. he's a bit of a guy, you know? So he's like, I read all your comments. And when he came up and he gave me fudge and I did the impromptu fudge review, he was like, we should do something like that again. Except maybe you can do it on camera and I'll bring you like steak. I'll cook you something really, really nice and then you can rate it. And I was like, what a fun idea, Dad. Sure, we'll do that sometime. If you want to cook for me, I'm not going to say no. So, yeah. He's really proud of me. But he also likes you guys. Did I tell you guys? My father approves. He was telling me how you guys always say very nice things and how it makes him happy. So thank you for that. Thank you for not upsetting my father. We're in! Let's go! Yeah. Hi, Papa Risa. So we can get married now. I don't know about that, chat. I'm not ready for marriage. I'm too young, you know? But yeah. He's watching you. So just be aware. He's stalking from the shadows. Papa Risa karaoke. I don't know. I think he's in a similar vein of my brother, in which he doesn't actually want to like appear on like my stream in any way, like Risa does. So like Aradia, for example, like I have her on, she sings with me, she talks and she'll banter with me. But my dad is and my brother are both like, oh, I don't know if I want to talk on your stream. And I'm like, that's valid. Yeah, I don't think he'd actually make like an appearance. Yeah, they're shy. It's like Komi-san. Except like, you know, it's my dad and my brother. A little shy. Very, very silent, strong type. Like, audience good, proud. Let me make you steak. Eat on stream. I know, show up. Yeah. I love Komi Can't Communicate. That's such a good anime. Thank you guys again for all the well wishes. And I already said it, but I know people are still saying, sending me them. So thank you. Put steak down, runs out of room. Yeah, like, I told him, I was like, you should make, okay, maybe I should do a poll to get your guys' opinions. But I really like ribs, okay? But I'm used to cooking for myself, right? So, for a long time. And now that I moved back home, my dad's like a griller, right? Like, he likes to grill. He likes to go on the grill and, like, smoke and, like, charcoal, like, cook things. So, like, he has this very specific way he likes to cook ribs, right? And, I personally like to, like, because I never had one of those, so I would just bake it until the point, I like the meat to be really, really, really tender, which my dad will say is overcooked, but I like to have it at the point where you can, like, pull out the bones and just, like, eat it, like, really easily, like, with a fork, or, like, even if you're eating it, like, and you cut it, it comes off really easy. That's just how I like it, you know? That's just my personal preference. But my dad likes there to still be a bit of, like, bite, because he's like, it's overcooked if you do that. Yeah, my dad says overcooked too. But, so he personally prepares to have it to where, like, I like to say, it fights back a little bit, you know? They're both good. Don't get me wrong. Both are good. It all comes down to personal preference. But yeah, he likes to have it where, like, you bite and maybe it doesn't immediately come off the bone after you eat it. Like, it's cooked all the way, but, like, it doesn't, like, you know what I mean? That's how he likes it. So I told him, he was like, I'll make you a rack of ribs, because I don't know if I can anymore, but I used to be able to to put away like a whole half a rack of ribs by myself in one sitting. I really like ribs, and when that's all you're eating for the day, it's pretty good. But he was like, I'd do that for you, and I was like, okay, but you have to cook them the way that I like. You can't just cook them how you like and expect me to eat half a rib. Half a rack. I can do a full rack, no problem. Oh, wow, look at you. Congratulations. Do you want a medal? I'll give you one. Do you eat soup when you're sick? Sometimes, but I'm the only one who like home makes soup often in the house. Sometimes my dad does, but he has to like feel like it, you know? So usually I'm the one who's like, you know what sounds good? Soup. And then I'll just like go in the kitchen and like cut up all the vegetables, cut up the meat, get the sometimes I'll use like a chicken carcass from, you know, like a rotisserie chicken, and then I'll make like a homemade broth from that, but that usually has to be started like the night before. But so usually I end up just using like a bone broth and just like making it like that. Yeah. So, but you know, obviously when I'm sick, I don't really feel like going down and like spreading my sickness in the place where people eat food. Soup! Yeah. Yeah. That's responsible, is it? I suppose so. But if you guys would like to make me soup, and the other jailbirds who are sick soup too, that would be nice. I would like that. Oh, do you guys know House Flipper? I heard they released a new game, like House Flipper, but 2. I played that game in the cell, and everyone was obsessed with having saunas in their houses. Like, they were like, there's no sauna. And, I don't know if we have perms, I didn't check, but now I'm like, shit, I need to play it. So, I might need to request perms if we don't have them. Does congee count as a soup? I really like, I call it juk, so don't mind me if I call it juk. I just was introduced to congee as juk, and I've only ever called it that until someone was like, what is that? And I was like, I don't know actually. I mean, I know what it is, but I don't know. But I really like chicken and ginseng juk, which is like, yeah, it's like rice porridge. So, it's my favorite. But I have no way to get to where I am now unless I make it, and I am not quite good at making it. Juk's Korean pronunciation. I think it's just spelled J-U-K. I might have 2 J's, but I don't know. Yeah, congee is Japanese. And then there's, yeah, they're all different names for it. Sounds like Canton. Yeah, I believe that the Korean probably maybe have it from Korea. I'm not sure. Korean and Cantonese are okay, I see. Naruhone. You ever had peppermint popcorn? No. That sounds good though. Cantonese, damn! I can't believe it. Look at me speaking Korean and Cantonese at the same time. But yeah, I used to go to this place that had the really good chicken and ginseng congee or juk, and I was like, oh, this is amazing. And they served corn tea. I had corn tea for the first time when I had juk for the first time, and I fell in love with both of them. I was like, oh my god, corn tea! I would have never thought to make this tea, and this is freaking amazing! It's so delicious. It's so good. What's corn tea? It's corn tea. It's exactly what it sounds like. Would you learn speaking Korean? I used to be able to read Korean, and I could kind of like talk Korean. I didn't know any Korean, but I could read Korean really fast. I can't anymore. I've kicked it all out because I think I'm trying really hard to learn Japanese, but I'm just really not good at it. It takes a lot of energy, obviously, to learn a new language, and I just have so many things on my to-do list that I am not able to like give it 2 hours of like immersion listening a day like I'd like to. Like I think whenever I feel confident enough in my like singing that I can stop taking lessons for a while, I think then maybe I'll start investing in like having actual like Japanese classes. I think that would be really helpful, but like taking voice lessons and then I need to practice every day with my voice lessons. Like every single day I can't skip one or else I fall back into old habits. It's so hard. Yeah, I need to get an immersion teacher. CJ, thank you for the Akasupa. Thank you for stopping by while I'm sick. The holidays make me miss you already. We'll be away. Well, I hope you have a happy holiday season. Celebrate lots and have lots of fun so you have lots of nice stories to tell me when you get back, okay? Yeah, there's only so many hours in a day, sadly. But yeah. For me, obviously I sing, and I think me becoming the best singer I can be, then I really want to do that. I want to do that first. And habits don't go away easily, so I need to make sure that I can confidently have a good understanding of the new technique I'm learning. So, yeah, hi VOD gang! I saw someone type a hi VOD gang if you're watching. Did you come to hang out with me while I was sick? Hello, hello. Can we greet the VOD gang chat? Say hello. Storm King, thank you for the pinky. Life has literally kicked me in the face, but it really brightened my day when I saw that you posted on my Starry Narissa cosplay with my friend. Thank you. I was happy to see it. It was so cute. I was like, oh my god, it's a Starian with me in person. That's so cool. You guys looked really great. Thank you for taking that picture and posting it and putting it where I could see it. I appreciated it. But yeah. I am God's sleepiest soldier. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. You guys told me Smokey the Bear is retired and now I don't know what to do with my life. I need to do better. Am I Japanese? Are you participating on Among Us stream? When is it? What one? When? What's the date? Ooh, when is it? Saturday? Sunday? What time? Sunday at midnight. CST? Yes, I am. I believe so. Oopsie, I didn't put it on my calendar though. I'll have to fix that. I'll need to fix it. With Kiwawa, then yeah. I want to play Among Us with everybody. I'm not really good at Among Us though. It'll be your guys' first time seeing me play. Are you excited? Sorry, I forgot to put it on my schedule because I've been out of it since I got sick. And like this week hasn't been the best either. So I think I've been not myself. But I'm doing my best. We truck along. We do the best with what we can do. I'm trying my best. I'm terrible being the sussy person in Among Us. I really don't like lying. So I'm really bad at lying in turn. Which means when I am the killer, I'm like I become really quiet, even though regularly, like when I'm not the imposter, I'm pretty much like, okay, well we need to find out who did this, so where was it, you know, like I can be pretty like into it, and then suddenly when I'm the killer I don't know what to do because I can't interrogate everyone because I was near the crime scene. So yeah, I always get sussed out pretty easily. Write that down. But yeah, I don't mind that I'm not so good at being the imposter though. I'm naturally sus, apparently. I'm quite the sussy person, don't you think? It seems that Clippers think that. They always give me the horniest looking thumbnails, even if the subject matter isn't horny at all. It makes me a little embarrassed sometimes. Because I think, even though I do make those jokes a lot, I think there's a lot more to me than that. But yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, Bairisa. Yeah, now I'm just sick. I have a ton of thumbtacks, and I ordered them, and I got them in the mail, and I don't know why I got them. I'm like, why did I order tacks? I think I wanted to put something somewhere, but I don't remember. So I just have a ton of, like, I have a whole ton of tacks. I have a whole ton of tacks. What are they for? Jailbirds, please help me. I only have the cork board from my debut, but I don't like have another cork board anywhere, you know? So I'm like, what am I supposed to do? How do you forget? I forget a lot of things easily. I feel like when my attention is like distracted, I like just lose things in my brain. They just escape from me, and I don't have any thoughts anymore. Sticky notes. I used to buy a lot. I used to be really into like writing letters. So I had a lot of stationery because I'd always write thank you letters to people when they did something nice for me. So I'd go to the H Mart because they had this extra store in it that sold this like really, really, really nice stationery, right? Like it was really pretty and like decorative, and it would always come with like cute little envelopes, and they'd come in like a nice pack. So it's not like when you go to like Target and buy a card and it's like really expensive and like there's barely any room to like write anything meaningful. I used to do that a lot. So I had a lot of like stickers and like stationery and stuff. Yeah. I still have a lot of it, but yeah. Not necessarily talking to a lot of people anymore to be able to need to send thank you letters. You sealed the envelopes with stickers. Yeah, I'm jealous. So my sister seals her letters with wax. Anerisa does. So I think I need to get a proper like wax like sealer. I really want one. Because it always looks so cute. Like, imagine if I, like, got, like, a custom wax sealer, right? And it, like, had, like, my own little emblem on it. And then if I sent the jailbirds letters. But it would probably melt in the mail, I suppose. So. Merch idea. That's rare nowadays. Yeah, but it's so nice. Honestly, it's worth the little touch. In my package today, actually, they had a little, I don't think it was real wax, I'm not sure, but it with the candles, they sent like this little letter that had like a little wax seal around it. And I was like, oh my god, I love wax seals. But the seal was like bended, so I don't think it was real wax because, you know. What material do they, I don't know how they make Japanese wax, I'm not sure. I got a handwritten thank you letter from someone that would make my day, right? I never, it's kind of sad, and if I think about it, it'll make me cry, but I always wrote a lot of letters. I remember even when I was a kid, it was because I had a friend who'd write me letters too, so we were like next door neighbors though. So we'd and it would just be on paper, so we'd literally put them in the mailbox ourselves, but for a long time we were writing each other letters. This is when I was like under the age of 5. I don't remember how old I was. It's a like distant memory. But she'd write me letters back all the time, and so she's like my little next door neighbor pen pal. But then you know, I'd write letters to like, you know, my friends and stuff, and no one ever wrote me back. No one ever liked to write me letters back, so not that it matters, because, you know, when you give someone something, you should never necessarily expect to get something back, but you know, it's kind of depressing when you go out to get your mail and there's nothing ever fun in it except for things that you've like ordered. I'd always like to get a letter. Like it's the 1700s, 1800s again. People sending me letters in my mail and being like, "Hello, Nerissa, how art thou? It has been 10 days since we last spoke, and I have so much to that would make me so happy." That'd make me so happy. Did you also have a feather pen? I should get one. Shiori has one. I should steal it. We can mail letters too, right? I think you can. I think there's information if you go in the about part of my YouTube. I think if you'd like to, you can send me letters. I think so. I think you can send me letters if you wanted to. Ghastly Yokai, thank you for the pinky. If you're feeling to hear much of pass on someone else. I'm not giving you my sickness. Please stay healthy. I'll be sick if it means that you are healthy. Koidang, thank you for the 10 gifted memberships to the community. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry for being a pathetic wet cat right now. It's hard to not be when you're sick, you know. I long to be taken care of, but there's no one to take care of me. Tommy D, thank you for the supa. Thank you for your first time. Thank you for the pinky. Custom wax seal. I did that recently for my own Christmas. The wax stays intact once it cools. Okay. I'll consider it because it's already something I kind of wanted to do anyway. I mean, but at the same time, you know, maybe I never got letters back because my handwriting is bad. You guys have seen my handwriting. But I feel like it's easier to write on like lined paper that like is made for writing letters because it always has like a line, you know? So you can follow it and it's easier. Versus like if I'm writing on like a white sheet of paper, I have a harder time like writing straight. You know? So maybe people are like, oh, why did she do this? She should have just typed it. I can barely read it. But I remember because one of my grandmas, she writes in like the most beautiful cursive I've ever seen. I'm so jealous. I remember learning cursive, but I was just never very good at it. Because we didn't use it to like write. It was being phased out enough, you know, where you're writing in like standard. That like you're not really writing in cursive. So you learn it and then you don't like, if you use it on assignments, you'd get like in trouble. Paggy! I saw someone say Paggy. Paggy. Good morning. Nipponjin. JP Bros. Ohayo gozaimasu. O genki desu ka? Yeah, you can always practice. I could do that. Naruto Kid, thank you very much for the Akasupa. Thank you for the well wishes. Ugh. JP Bros, 助けて。私が風I'm sick. 助けて。お願いします。風邪をひくねりささんは助けて。 Take care of me. I'm trying my best. Hi JP bros, are you having a good morning? I just want to say I'm sick. 全然大丈夫じゃないよ。え？え？何? Think of yourself as the protagonist of Shonen and improve yourself with the power of friendship. What? Where is this coming from? 風邪をひいちゃった? Eh? What's the difference between all of them? I'm lost. Speaking in tongues. No. It's Japanese a little bit. A little bit of Japanese as a tweet. Nerisa Neo. I think I need to sleep, but I will later. After this stream, I'm gonna sleep. Chatta kinda adds regret. Naruhodo. Arigatou gozaimasu. Muri o shinai de kudasai? Eh? Fourth grade teacher lied and said that. I think people did used to write everything in cursive. Kaze o hichatta. Yeah, I mean, okay, I see the difference. Kaze o hichatta. Kaze o hichatta. Kaze o hichatta. I don't know what the intonation is. I don't know where the highs and lows are. Cursive is an art form. I'm always jealous when I meet people who write really well. See, music doesn't help me get better with Japanese because I feel like I can already sing pretty decently in Japanese, even though my Japanese speaking sucks. Like, cause I can read a lot of Japanese, surprisingly. Kaze o hichatta. I don't understand, I'm sorry. Gomen ne. Okay. But singing in Japanese is different from speaking because it's tonal, so you know, I feel like you can't, since it goes up and down, the tune obviously doesn't do that like in every Japanese song like perfectly because they're going to understand anyway. Same with like English when people are, you know, that one, welcome to my kitchen, got bananas and avocados. Like, as an English speaker, even though they're not really speaking English well, we can understand it. Not saying that Japanese is like that 100%, but you know, you can stylistically sing differently than things are pronounced in English. You know what I mean? And like, still understand it. You get what I'm trying to say? Maybe not. I'm probably not making a lot of sense. Sorry, my brain's not all here right now. But yeah, so singing is different. Singing is fairly straightforward and you can practice a lot, but when it comes to like speaking, I'm just not good at sounding. I'm just I need to do more immersion, basically. I need to listen to more not anime. I need to listen to people speak Japanese, everyday people. I need to watch more hololive JP streams. One day I will have time. But I don't know, I don't like to like listen to it in the background because I feel like it doesn't help me as much as like actually like actively trying to listen. You watch Sakura Miko. Miko senpai, kawaii. I actually, Luna, I feel like her Japanese is really easy to understand. Because I watch Marin, but obviously she talks really fast. But so she moves a little too fast for me to understand, because she's like, you know, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, and then I'm like, oh, I picked up this word. What does that mean? You know, like I'm thinking a lot. So she's like hard mode. So I love her. Marin senshou daisuki. Daisuki desu. Asobi. With me, onegai shimasu. They is a JP that they I don't know if asobitai onegai shimasu Marin senshou. Yeah. Anya is JP. Yeah, Anya and Vey are JP. Muna. Muna's really nice. I like talking to her. Hatsuma! I found out recently she talked she talked about a conversation that we had. I didn't realize, so I saw fan art of it and I was just like, oh, how did they know that this happened? How did they find out? How did they know? Did they just guess? Am I that predictable? And then someone's like, no, she talked about it. And I'm like, oh. Yeah, she outed me as being creepy. I wasn't trying to be creepy, but I felt bad that it came off that way. She thought I wanted to fight her. Hachama liked it. Yeah, she did. Hachama daisuki desu. She's so cute. I'm so happy she's doing a bit better. I don't think she said I was creepy. I was worried she thought I was creepy. I hope. Her English is so good. So I didn't even think about it though, that like the word, or rather the phrase of being tucked in, I didn't think about the fact that that probably doesn't make sense in Japanese. Like if you haven't heard it before, I was like, oh, that probably, it's like that makes sense that she would know what that means. Tucked in, what? What, you want to try spider? I've eaten a scorpion before, so I don't see why a spider would be any different. I'd eat a spider. Like, if it was, like, made to be eaten, like, I wouldn't, like, pick one up off the floor and, like, eat it. But, like, if there was one that was, like, prepared, I'd have a spider snack, sure. Scorpion, yeah, they make those, like, scorpion suckers. So they'll, like, get a scorpion, and then they'll encase it in, like, a sucker, and then, like, you eat it, and it's exotic. I don't know. Yeah. Ew, why ew? It's just a bug. You eat shrimp, and they're, like, the bugs of the sea. They're, like, little cockroaches. And now you're saying ew because of a bug that's just on land? What's the difference? Be so normal, Tat. Ugh. I mean, it was encased in a sucker, so, like, it didn't really have, like, a discernible flavor, I don't think. Like, it was just kind of like, eh. But, yeah, I'd like to try it again. I'd like to try it again sometime. Like, in a, like, an actual thing where it's the star of the show. I would not eat live bugs, though. Or, like, not cooked. I'd need them probably. I really like crunchy foods. So I imagine if, like, they were, like, cooked to a point where they're, like, really crunchy, I bet they'd be pretty good. Ever had cricket? No. I haven't. I really like crustaceans, though. I don't like shrimp actually, but I really like lobster and crab. They sound good right now. I could go for some lobster and crab. Kani, 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 kani. I love crab. Crab is good. Crab is tasty with lots of butter and lemon. I haven't really had crawfish before, but I think one time I was eating one, or I was like trying to like eat one, but I scared myself out of trying it because you know how they don't take out like, they don't, when they give you the full body, you have to separate it yourself, the shit, you know, like there's a little line of like the you know, the intestine. And so I opened it up because it was my first time and it exploded. And I was like, I'm not eating this. And so I ran to the bathroom to wash my hands, and I was like, that seems to, I'm not doing that. That's a little too much for me. Yeah. It was like, ugh, sounds gross. Cause I mean, like, my parents never really had crawfish, so I don't think they know how to do it. And like, I think a lot of times, like, people, they expect you to like remove that yourself, even at like some restaurants, or they just don't think about it. So, but I'm not into that. I didn't know crawfish and lobsters are different. Yeah, they're really different. I used to go crawfish hunting though. I'd release them back, but I remember I'd get like an empty ice cream bucket. I'd get, and there was this like little like waterway under like a place I used to go as like a child, and there was like all these rocks, right, and like a nice running brook, and for some reason there were a ton of crawfish there, like popping out of the rocks. So I'd wait there, and then I'd grab them, and then I'd put the crawfish in the bucket. And then when the day was over, because I was like, I don't know what to do with these, I put them back. I'd be like, okay, go back. It's like catching fish. You know how people go like, and they catch fish and then they just release them back because they're just fishing for the fun of it, you know? I'd crawfish hunt for the fun of it. Yeah. So. Yeah, I'd love to do like a seafood boil, but admittedly I'm not really, I think I've mentioned this before, but like raw chicken and raw fish I actually really don't like working with when it comes to cooking. I will, don't get the wrong idea. I still cook with like raw chicken and like salmon a lot, even though they're some of my not so favorite foods, but something about chicken gets to me. Sushi is different, but I also only eat like certain kinds of chicken, or excuse me, sushi. So for example, I really like eel, which is cooked. I really like otoro sushi, which is like the really, really fatty part of tuna. And I like tuna too. But then I'm also really into like yakiniku beef sushi. Yeah. So usually, I also do tend to go for like, I think they're called like a spider roll in most places. So it's like soft shell crab that's like deep fried, and then they like put it in the roll. So like, I feel like most of the stuff I eat don't have like a lot of stuff. Oishii, oishii ne. So yeah, it's kind of like, I don't tend to go for things that like have like a ton of raw fish, I think, or like if it does, it's usually only really tuna. Tuna, I really love it. I love tuna so much. So you like crab or salmon cakes? I've never had a crab or salmon cake, but I really don't like salmon, raw or otherwise. I'll eat it because it's good for me and I know it has lots of omegas, but I'm not a fan of it. And I know some people will be like, you just haven't had it cooked right. I've had salmon cooked really badly. I've had salmon cooked really well. I've been to 5-star restaurants and ordered salmon. I've never liked it. It's just a personal preference. A personal preference, you know? So, you don't like salmon? Skill issue. Your skill issue. I'll still eat it. See, that's the thing. I feel like there's a difference between not liking a food and not being willing to eat a food. You know what I mean? I'll eat anything. Even if I don't particularly like it, I will eat and enjoy it. And like, I can still appreciate salmon. It's just not to my taste. But there's a different thing when you're with someone who's like, ugh, I just can't eat that. Which is also fine too, by the way, though. That is valid. But it makes it harder when you go out with people. I will still suffer through eating something I'm not a big fan of. Like chicken. That'd be me. Risa eats a what? Eh. I don't like fish eggs. You know, I got to try. I did get sushi, since we're talking about it, once this week. And I tried ikura for the first time. And I regret to inform that ikura is not for me. I don't think I liked it very much. It wasn't bad, but it just wasn't for me, you know? I can see why people would really like it, though. Yeah. It was fun. I think I prefer... I've had, like, the really, really tiny roe eggs. Like, the yellow ones. I don't know what they're called. I feel like I liked those ones better, but I felt like the ikura was a little big for me to, like, enjoy it. You know what I mean? Tobiko or Kazunoko. I'm not sure what one. But yeah, they still have the same feeling of popping. But, yeah... I have had sea urchin, but I want to give it another try because I had it and it was like, I don't think it was fresh. And I've heard from the dogs, for example, me and the twins were talking about a sea urchin, and they're like, you've got to have it when it's fresh. When it's fresh is when it's best. If it's not fresh, it's not going to be very good. So you need to not do that, basically. Because otherwise, if it's been sitting out for a while, it immediately gets kind of like gross. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure the one I had was very like not fresh at all. Like I'm pretty sure it was frozen and then de-thawed, so like not fresh. And it was a very awful flavor, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. But I was like, look, I'm gonna try this again when I go to like maybe when I'm in Japan. I have a feeling that getting getting sea urchin will be easier, you know? So yeah. Was it like jelly? It wasn't like jelly, but it was just like, it looked kind of like funny. It looked kind of funny, which gave me the first, like, it was like still yellow, but like it was kind of like dull, and it looked like it was almost slightly turning almost orangey, but like not in a good way. Like orangey brown, you know? So it's like, I don't know. Yeah. It was not a pleasant experience. How about beef tongue? I like beef tongue. I think last time I had yakiniku, I ordered beef tongue and toro. And what else did I have? I really like kalbi. I really like anything, honestly. I just like beef. Beef is delicious. Have you had beef tripe? I'm not a fan of beef tripe. I can say that. But yeah, I'll eat anything though. I'll try anything at least once. What about oyster? I haven't had the opportunity to try an oyster. Admittedly, there's something about oyster that like scares me a little bit. but I've never been like, I've never been in a situation where like it's been the most interesting thing to me on a menu, or like someone else with me has ordered it, so I've never tried them before. As for venison, yes, I've had fresh venison before. It's pretty good. Admittedly, though, like, for example, like, I'm not really into, like, lamb too much. Unless I have, like, the mint jelly. Because I think the meat's a little gamey for me. And, if not made correctly, I feel like it can be really gamey. But, yeah. Lamb can be really good. But, yeah. Yeah. Ugh. I've never had elk. I'd like to try it. Foie gras is good too. I had it one time when I was in Japan. I went to an A5 Kobe beef restaurant that was quote unquote all you can eat. And by all you can eat, there was a I think hour or hour and a half time limit, and they cooked it all for you. So you could only get everything like as it was ordered, right? And they would cook it straight then. So it wasn't really all you can eat, you know what I mean? Because like you could only order one thing at a time, and they wouldn't start on the next thing till you finished eating. So yeah, they had foie gras there, and I don't know why. That's what I ordered. I was like, delicious Kobe beef. Let me get that liver. Yeah. But I did have lots of Kobe beef that day too. I actually ate so much that I got sick because it was so rich. Even though like I didn't have like that much, but Kobe beef, you don't need that much. You really don't need that much because it's so rich. But oh my god, is it delicious? You flew up? I did. I flew up. Cuddy. Indeed. It was the most disappointing night of my life. I was like, I just ate this delicious Kobe beef. I'm gonna be sick. Not because it's not good or hurt my stomach, but because it's just too much for my body. It was pain. Darling, I flew up. Yeah. I would really love to be able to eat A5 beef again. Ever had gator? Gator or buffalo? No. I'd be down to try though. I haven't had borscht before, but I'd like to. Russian food seems very fun. I want to try some. Gator isn't anything special. I've heard, doesn't it taste like chicken? I feel like I've heard. Ugh. Gator literally tastes like chicken? Well, yeah, then I probably wouldn't like it because I'm not really a big fan of chicken anyway. It's chicken that can kill you. Yeah, I remember... I forget what his name is. JP Bros might know. I think his name's Masaru. Maybe. But he's like a fisherman in like Japan. I don't remember where specifically. But he fishes and he'll work with a lot of exotic things. I really love his content. It's so cool. And I think he actually did like a whole alligator. Yeah, Masaru. He's so cool. I'm like, holy shit. I went on a long streak of like watching his videos like non-stop. So I just couldn't look away. Yeah. I love cooking channels. But yeah. Is there anything you can't eat? Like I can't eat cilantro at all? I don't think so. I'm very fortunate that I don't have a single food allergy at all. Like none. No food allergies. I can eat anything. I have no excuse to not eat something. Wait, I think there's a cat outside my door. There is. Come on, baby. Little lady. So you guys know little man? He's really loud. He's like, meow, meow, and he's always really loud. Little lady is not loud. She has like, she never has wanted for anything. You know, she's a spoiled cat. So little man grew up on the streets, right? And he had to rely on like catching food and like people to like find him. But little lady, meanwhile, is very like, she grew up with my sister. She was always well taken care of. She never needed food because she always had however much food she wanted. She never needed for anything. So until little man was met by her, she has never meowed. She never meowed, ever. But now that she realizes that little man can get things that he wants when he meows, little lady is trying to meow, but she doesn't know how. So she has like this weird, like, it's almost like a croak. It's this quiet, but it's this really ugly, awful sound. It's like, she's kicking around a ball around my room. Sorry if you can hear it. She's playing. She came in here just so she could play with the ball. She's slapping it around. But yeah, so she's trying to meow and she just can't. So I'll know she's at my door even though she's so quiet because I'll just hear this really weird voice like and I'm like, oh baby girl, is that you outside my door? I had a cat that did that. Oh my god, we're like twinning. Also, I saw someone who was asking, back to the earlier topic, but no, I haven't tried rabbit either. I have not gotten to try rabbit. A little lady's a tabby. She's a tabby cat. Regular old tabby. Pecora. Yeah, I love my sister's cats. I'm a little sad because it was really cold up here, and since I wasn't feeling well, my dad brought up his heater for me to borrow. But the propane tank ran out, so I had to get rid of it, but I ended up whenever I turn it on, little lady suddenly really liked spending time with me. She really would like to be in here and like sitting because she wanted to sit in front of the heater. So, well, this whole week really I've gotten to have little lady in my room. And then the propane tank ran out. And now I have no heater, so I'm cold. Please send help. I need to buy a heater for my room. Yeah, I need an electric heater because I didn't want a propane. I didn't want a propane heater anywhere, but I even while he was bringing it upstairs because I was like, hey dad, I'm really cold. Do you have a heater? And he's like, I guess I can give you mine. He doesn't sound like that, by the way. So he gave me the heater he had been using, and I was like, that's a propane tank. I don't want that in my room. What if it explodes? It'll kill me. But yeah. Yeah. That's just how it is sometimes. Sounds like a pirate. I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't get to use it. Replacing electric is better, right? I need to look for one. Maybe I'll buy one tomorrow, because it'll make streaming easier in the winter, right? Because I won't get cold. I won't get cold because it'll be so warm in my room. So I'll keep warm. Electric heater fun. Thank you, PK Scratch. I'll look into it. I just got an air purifier too because I realized the cat hair was getting crazy in my room, and I was like, I don't like that. So, don't overclock your PC. That'll heat up your room. My PC's doesn't really do that, sadly. Mine is the brand Polanis. I haven't heard of it before. Mine doesn't have central HV. I don't know what that is. We do have central heating But, I don't know if, like, I don't know why the rest of the house will be, like, nice and, like, warm. And then I'll come up to my room, and it's, like, it's the same in the summer. In the summer, my room's really hot. And in the winter, my room is really cold compared to the rest of the house. Yeah, I think it's got bad insulation, but I think, like, I honestly think some of the vents are fake, if I'm being for real. Because, like, I feel like I go up to them often, and, like, I know the air is going, and, like, I don't feel anything coming out of the vents. Yeah. So I'm always suffering. The landlord? My dad is the landlord. It's his fault. I blame him. I'm like, Dad, it's your fault my room's cold. Fix it. I think, yeah, I'm not sure. I know my sister is getting me for Christmas, because we all figured out, I think I already told you this, for my sister, I got her a skincare set, because she really wanted a, she's like, you're so good at skincare, and you do it all the time, and your skin's so great, and, like, I really want to try to, like, because I done her skincare a few times, and she really liked it, so I bought her own skincare routine, and I labeled it all. I hand labeled it, like, step 1, step 2, and, like, took time to, like, explain what each of them were. So in exchange, she was like, okay, well, I'll get you something nice too, because I know this didn't just cost you like $20. And I was like, yeah. So she's getting me a heated blanket for my bed, so I can stay warm during the night, because I'm always cold. I'm always really cold. So yeah. What did you get, Bro Risa? A new hammer? I actually, I don't want them to see this, so I don't want to tell you what I got them. I gave them their, like, expensive quote-unquote presents early, but, I also have something waiting for them on the day that's, like, smaller, just something that's, like, in a card that they can open. But, his other gift that I did give him, he really wanted suspenders, and I was like, bro, in 2023, I'm sorry, I cannot in good conscience buy you suspenders. So I was like, let me get you something really, really stylish. And so he's like, okay, whatever. He wanted something warm, so the other things that he wanted... Well, by the way, there's nothing wrong with suspenders, but he just has, like, too many pairs, basically. Like, he doesn't need any more suspenders. He has way too many. So he's like, get me more suspenders. And I'm like, Malphus, you don't need more suspenders. You don't need any more. You have enough. Yeah, he already has some. So it's not like this would be like his first one, okay? He's got like several pairs. So I decided, we went on to the website and we got... I picked out one that I let him pick it out, and he got his he got a turtleneck. I think it's cashmere, quote unquote. It was quote unquote cashmere. It was either cashmere or wool, and I'm more inclined to think it was wool. But I'm, you know, whenever you order and the price is too good to be true, I'm like, is it really? But yeah, I figure this is just my stance. I don't know how you guys are, but when I'm buying clothes, I'd rather buy something that's a little higher quality than like, and a little more expensive than just buying something like cheap that is not gonna hold up in like the next year or two. So usually if I can, I try, I don't buy clothes often, as you can tell, because I rewear the same thing every day. I like to get something good, you know? So I wanted to pick something that was high quality, so it would last him a long time. So, but it came in, and I went and I threw it on his computer chair, and he came in and he's like, can't you wrap it? aren't you going to wrap it so I can open it on Christmas? And I was like, no. I'm not doing that. I was like, there's something else so you have something to open on the day. But also, we have a rule in my house too, where we're not actually supposed to be getting presents for everyone, you know? What we're actually supposed to do is we are supposed to, pick one person and then we do like a gift exchange kind of thing with everyone. But, yeah, so, we just, but all of us siblings decided we wanted to buy something for each other this year. So, yeah, just some small knickknacks for the day. Yeah, kind of a secret Santa, I suppose. It's not really a secret. Everyone knows who like has who. So it's like, all right, Narissa, this year you have Grandma, and Grandma has Aradia, you know, like kind of thing. So that it's clear who's getting a gift from who, and so they know, like, okay, so I should ask someone, you know, kind of situation. Exposed Santa, exactly. Exposed indeed. Also, thank you very much for the gifts, Spirit. I guess you just call that Santa. Yes, you do. I'm excited for Christmas. I hope it's a good one this year. Yeah. I think after Christmas, I think after I get back from being with Kiara, I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go through my closet and do some winter cleaning. And I'm going to go through some of my clothes and clear them out. Clear them out so I have more room for my stuff. That would be nice. Any big plans for the new year? Well, as you guys know, me and Advent are debuting our new outfits. We are going to be having New Year's outfits. If you haven't already seen, all the info is on Twitter. Please make sure to submit your predictions. I would love to see them. What you desire of my outfit, or what you think it might look like. But yeah, that's all I'm looking forward to. I don't really have any big plans, to be honest. Like, apart from hanging out with you guys, of course, but I mean, like, outside of streaming, I don't really have anything. It's been a really long time since I've gone to a New Year's party. I think the last time I was at one was I was a kid, and I remember we were sitting all down in the basement, like all the kids, because like all the adults were doing, you know, like adult New Year's party things, and we were just talking about Harvest Moon 64. Being like, oh, you like Harvest Moon 6? Oh my god, yeah, I love that game. But yeah, that was the only time I ever went to a New Year's party. No one's ever really invited me to one. So I don't really do anything. And I don't drink either, as you guys know. So we just kind of I don't know, New Year's isn't that big of a deal for me, I suppose. You can party with us. I will be partying with you. We'll be together that day, Jailbirds. In my I don't know if I'll do a stream on midnight. It'll depend. Maybe that would be fun to welcome the new year together. But I know some of the other Advent girls are also doing that, so I don't want to schedule too much overlap, since other people have already planned like special kind of things. Yeah. I'll probably be asleep. Sounds like a good plan. Midnight siesta? Yeah. Cries in PST. My parents make me stay up. My parents used to make me stay up too. They used to it's like they had this drink that was, it was some sort of alcohol with like orange juice, and I was being really insistent one year that I could try it. So I stole it and I took a swig. And I was like, and my dad was like, why would you do that? Why are you like this? Yeah, I don't know if it was, I think it was vodka, but I don't know, because I don't really know anything about alcohol. But it was gross, and I'm not really a fan of orange juice anyway. So, if anything, that just made it even worse. Have you tried mulled wine? I'm not sure what mulled wine is. Usually I have sparkling wine, like the one that doesn't actually have any... The one that doesn't have any alcohol, but like, tastes like grape juice. Because, you know, that is one thing else. I think I mentioned this before, but I gotten to hang out with some really, like, nice women before and, like, go to, like, girls' nights where they're, like, all drinking and winding up. And I always felt, I never felt uncomfortable, but I'd always feel uncomfortable afterwards because I'd find out that everyone was worried about me because I didn't drink. They're like, why? Were you not having fun? Why didn't you drink with us? And I was like, oh, I just don't like alcohol. I'm just not a big fan. I'm sorry. Yeah, so I always felt kind of bad that I don't really enjoy those things. But I just don't like alcohol, and I don't really think I can do anything about that. But you know, I do sometimes enjoy soju or sake. I have to be honest that those ones are pretty good. But that's because I take them like shots. I'm like, I throw it back. Alcohol isn't my idea of fun, but I think some people just don't understand that. So, cause I've always been very clear with like my friends, and I'm like, oh, I just don't like alcohol. But I think some people have a hard time believing that. When you're an adult and you say that, they're like, oh, they just don't want to be vulnerable around us. When really that's not the case at all. Osake suki. Osake ga oishii desu. Ah! Kiwawa wifey, hello. Are you here to take care of me? I'll come to bed if you're waiting there for me. I'll come sleep with you. Kiwawa, let's get a couples massage when we're together. Can we do that? Yeah, why are you awake? It's only 8 p.m. for me. You need to go to sleep. I'm excited to see you soon. That wasn't even a question. Of course we're getting a couples massage. I'm so excited. I've always wanted an excuse to get a couples massage. Finally. I have one. Wow, it's really like we're celebrating our honeymoon, huh? I hope we eat lots of good food. It will be nice. Ugh. But yeah, Chilbers, I need to hurry up and get better. I have so much to do, but it's hard. It's hard to find the energy. Ugh. Don't tell Ollie. Ollie won't care. I'll just have to go on a vacation with Ollie sometime too, no biggie. Maybe, what if me, Kiara, Ollie, and Reine, and Shiori, and another additional person from Kiwawa, Callie. Callie actually is perfect. What if we all 6 of us went on a couple's vacation? That'd be fun. That'd be really fun. Harem vacation, exactly. I love hanging out with girls. Girl time, let's go. And all the girls on hololive are great too. They're all wonderful. So I really want to meet more. I want to meet more of them, that'd be nice. Hee hee. Ugh. Oh, my neck cracked. I cracked my neck. It's been cracked. Can I crack the other side? Ugh. Not really. She dead? Dude. Wasn't John Wick we were watching and he like broke someone's neck and I was like, oh, I need someone to do that to my neck. Don't do it, that's bad. I know. I'm just trying to stretch my neck to the side, but it cracked on its own. You know, when you like gently grab your head and you let it fall to the side and then just put your hand, and you're not pulling, because pulling is bad, but you're just putting like the weight of your hand on it to like kind of help hold it down. That's like the stretching I do, but sometimes it cracks. I like to crack my knuckles, but they don't crack as much recently. I don't think. Natural cracks are good. Yeah. I just can't like force parts of my body to crack unless it's like my fingers. But you know, I really wish I could crack my back, but it's physically impossible. I think my brother, we were talking and he stretched and I heard his back crack and I was like, God, I wish that were me. I was so upset. Because I was like, damn, my back can't do that. It's not fair. I used to lean back over a chair to crack my back, but it's impossible now that my spine's fused. So, you know, what can you do? Ugh. Use a pillow, sit on the chair. No, I literally can't crack my back. Guys, I think I've talked about this before, but I had a scoliosis during my youth, and it was corrected with a metal rod. So I physically cannot crack my back. Like, it's physically impossible. Physically. If my back cracks ever, please rush me to the hospital. Please, because that means that my spine is broken. Yeah, no satisfying back cracking. Oh no, if I think about it, I'll cry. Do I set off metal detectors? No. I always wish I did. I mean, I know it would be inconvenient if I set off metal detectors, but like, at the same time, it would just be so funny. Imagine you're at the airport and they're like, why do you have a huge thing of metal going off in your back? And me having to be like, please, I have a titanium spine. Leave me alone. Please, you must understand. But yeah. Yeah. That's just how it is. That's life. I am the robo. I am the cyborg. Except, does that count if it's not an electronic thing? Because I'm not. It's not like it's just metal, you know, to reinforce. But you know, because of that, my posture is perfect. All my life, everyone has always been like, Nerissa, wow, your posture's perfect. One of my dad's friends, I'm pretty sure I've told you guys this too, but one of my dad's friends came over and he was like, oh my god, Paparissa, your daughter, she sits up so straight. It's like literally perfect. Her posture's amazing. You raised her well. Because I guess most people, you know, slouch. But I always feel like I'm slouching, but apparently I'm never slouching. Even when I feel like I'm slouching really bad, like apparently I'm like really like have like ridiculously nice posture. So I get complimented a lot for my great posture because I physically cannot slouch. Yeah. She's a perfect gentlewoman. Yeah, imagine complimenting my dad for my posture. That's so crazy. Sorry. I keep thinking about how silly my blanket is. I did my best, but it's really bad. I'm so sorry. But I hope it's cute. Yeah, so, with that note though, you guys never have to posture check me because I know you guys think I look like I'm leaning over, but like, it just looks that way. It's actually physically impossible for me to not be in a position that is obnoxiously... that is going to do anything bad to my back, because it's not possible. You lean your whole damn body. I do. If I lean over, which I just don't, then, you know, the gamer lean isn't real. No. Whenever you guys think I'm gamer leaning, I'm literally, my head is just down slightly. I'm not gamer leaning at all. Do you sleep on your back? Yes, actually. I used to sleep on my side, and I actually still like to sleep on my side, but like, I'm really, really sensitive to like my sleep position. So one of the reasons like I sleep naked is because I cannot stand the fabric pull on my skin. And like I can feel it. I can feel it, you know? So like if I have like socks around my ankles, I can feel it. And I can't sleep because I will feel like the part of my body with like fabric like enclosed around it is like getting suffocated, and like I'll like hyperfixate on it to the point where like it feels as though literally all of the circulation is getting cut off. So I can't sleep with socks. I can't sleep with shirts because the same thing happens around the neck. I feel like I'm getting suffocated. I can't, or like my arms feel like they're getting cut off, and like same with pants. So I just sleep naked. Are you claustrophobic? Not really, actually, surprisingly. Not really. What about a pee beneath the blankets? I don't know. My sister often says that to me though, because I'm so specific. But yeah, so. Eroi. Eroi janai. It's healthy. It's healthy to sleep naked. Yeah. So, but then it's the same with blankets. I'm very specific. I have to have my face covered, like completely, but not to the point where it's hard to breathe. But otherwise it gets dry too fast in my room, and I'll wake up and I will be like really hoarse because my throat will be completely dried out, basically. So yeah. Yeah, naked is healthy because your skin gets to breathe. But yeah, so nowadays I have to sleep flat on my back. My head can't be up too far or I get upset. I have to have a pillow on my stomach, and there's like a full-size, king-size pillow like going down my body. Sometimes my hands can be on it, sometimes I need them to be under separate pillows. And I need to be warm. I need to be warm. And another issue is when it is already warm, I can't sleep without the covers on me. So I at least have to have one layer of blanket on me, or else I can't sleep. Because if my face is not covered, if I don't have pressure, light pressure on where my neck meets my collarbone, and if I don't have like 3 hug pillows, 1 at each side and 1 on my stomach, I have a really obnoxiously hard time sleeping. Isn't that embarrassing? A whole ritual before sleeping, right? But it makes it really hard because sometimes I really want to lay on my side. So what'll happen is like I'll wake up like in the middle of the night and I'll move over to my side because it's comfortable. But then I just can't fall back asleep. And then at that point, I've already usually been like in that position, forgetting that I can't sleep in that position anymore. And then I'll be up for like 2 hours, and at that point, I literally can't fall back asleep even if I'm exhausted. But that's life. You know what they say. Que sera, sera. Ooh. Marissa likes to be choked. Not necessarily. I think it actually, funnily enough, was because of Sweeney Todd that I got really like weird about my neck. That like if I see anything that like has the neck being injured like at all, I need to like hold my neck to like remember that my neck is not getting sliced off. And one time when I was quite young, I had like a really bad nightmare. And I woke up from it and I could still feel it, but thinking about it makes me hurt. I had a nightmare that my head was getting chainsawed off by the neck, but I was still conscious. I was completely conscious going through it, so I could like feel my neck slowly like a tree like starting to bend. And then I woke up before my head was finished being chopped off, and like I could feel it so vividly. And so now I need pressure against my neck, or I'm scared it's gonna fall off while I'm sleeping. I'm scared someone's gonna take my head. I'm sorry for being a weirdo. Ma'am, this is a Wendy's. This is not a Wendy's. You willingly came into my stream. You guys know I'm a weirdo, okay? You can't come in here and expect me to not talk about something weird. That's a very Shiori-esque story. That's one of the reasons we get along. We're both fun. But yeah, so I need pressure on my neck, but it makes it hard because usually what I do before I realized I needed something over my face is I would put the sheet, the thin sheet layer, in that area and like kind of like gently put it behind my neck, like tuck it under. And then, but then, you know, now it's too dry and I need moisture, the moisture from my breathing. So now I need that thin top layer over top of my orifices so I can not wake up super duper, you know, dying. Don't be weird. Also, I'm weird. There's a difference. I want to be smothered. I don't know. I don't know about that. I live by the humidifier. I actually, I don't know if it's like just a kind of humidifier I bought or something, or like if I didn't use the right kind of water. But I feel like when I use a humidifier, it does not work for me. Like I feel like I wake up and I still feel like really dry, and I can't have it like right next to like my actual like bed, because I'll wake up and the sheets will be wet from the humidifier and I'm like, what the fuck? Do you move in your sleep? Not really. I think I've said this to you before, so sorry for the repeat, but one time I slept and I wanted to be like Sleeping Beauty, so I had a fake rose and I slept on my back holding it, and I woke up in the same exact position. Yeah. Then you realize... No, the humidifier was on. Yomi! Hello! My wife. But yeah, so I yeah. I don't really move a lot in my sleep. You really slept with a rose? It was a fake rose, but yes. Yeah, I did. 69k viewers, 6.9k view. Nice, nice. 6.9k people watching Narissa Ravencroft. Let's go. Nice. Wah. Wah 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 wah. Wah 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 wah. Wah 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 wah. Wah 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 wah. We love you the way you are, weirdo or not. Thank you. I'm glad someone has to. Right? Do a cover of Kiss from a Rose someday? You know, honestly, I don't think I've ever heard that song. I should probably give it a listen because I think it's famous. I think it's pretty famous. Oh no, her fever's making her delirious. Excuse me. What do you mean? What do you mean I'm becoming delirious? I'm just sick. I'm sick. Ugh. Mama, mama, bam, 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 bam. Yeah, you guys have to give me a pass today. I'm sick. Okay, I'm sick. I need someone to come and take care of me. It doesn't suit me to talk like that at all, does it? I'm sick. Kawaii ne. Kawaii na. Ah. ちょっと可愛いです。ですか？私？かわいいよ。ありがとうございます。ありがとう。I do need to drink more water. I don't know. I'm not feeling dehydrated. So I'm just kind of... I'm kind of just... living. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. I'll get my much needed water consumption. Mayhaps. And the goal is to not... Well, I don't feel dehydrated. I feel fine. I mean, I feel sick, but like, I feel fine, you know what I mean? Like, in terms of water consumption. You know? Words are good, especially when you're sick. I know! I drink 3 liters a day, usually. But I think I'm only through 2 currently. I'm sorry for disappointing you by not drinking enough water, jailbirds. Wait, why do you love vampires drinking your blood so much if you get neck paranoid? I have no idea. I don't actually know. It does seem like a contradiction, doesn't it? I'm not sure. You know, I never thought about those two things together. Yeah, don't kink shame me. Unless kink shaming is your kink. But then even then, still don't kink shame me. Excuse me. Let me live. Plus, that's just when I'm sleeping. Like, if a vampire came and tried to bite my neck while I was sleeping, I'd be like, hey, wait till I'm awake. And then you can have as much blood as you want, okay? It looks like this is a little sleeve of a pajama, and I'm like, hiding my face behind it. And like, it's too big. So like, it's covering my hand completely. Don't you think? Hehe. Look at me in my oversized pajama top. So oversized it's falling off my shoulder and the sleeve's completely over. You can't even see my hand. Don't I look cute? Sorry. Yuharu, thank you for the super. But yeah. Thank you guys for coming and spending time with me today. I admittedly was feeling kind of down today, so talking to you guys really helped cheer me up. Thanks for listening to me. Even though I didn't really have a lot of meaningful things to say. I really appreciate it. I don't mean to call it early. I know I usually would go for at least 10 more minutes, but I do think it's probably time that I call it so I can get ready for bed. Reminder that tomorrow we have a members stream. It's probably going to be in the vein of this, but we are going to be doing some special stuff together, members. As in, I'm going to be buying you some Christmas presents. As in, I'm going to be buying stuff for my content to improve it and getting your feedback on it before I purchase it. So, if that's something you're interested in, please consider coming by tomorrow if you're a member. If you're not, consider becoming a member so you can spend even more time chatting with me. And for now, let's see, before we end for today, let me go ahead and let's go see who else is live, and maybe we can send you guys over there. Have a good time with some other hololive members. I think that would be fun. Give me just a moment, please. Okay, redirect. Bijou is currently the only one live on my side. I'm sure some of them are going to be live soon, but for now, Bijou is having her celebration. She's having a big celebration because, as you guys know, she just reached 500k subscribers, which is super amazing. I'm so proud of her. So please go spend lots of time with Bee-Boo before she ends for the day. And I look forward to seeing members tomorrow. And then seeing the rest of you throughout the week. So thank you as always, Jailbirds, for spending time together with me. You made me feel a lot better. And if you're VOD gang, thank you for also coming and watching all the way to the end. I hope you enjoyed watching me be a little sick. But regardless, I'll see you guys all soon. Bye, darlings.